Darius Miles, a junior on the men's basketball team, was arrested and charged with capital murder in the shooting death of Jamia Harris. Michael Davis was also charged with capital murder. Police say the driver of the vehicle told them that the suspects had fired shots into his car about 3 streets over, killing Harris. Authorities say the shooting was after an argument between the suspects and the victims on the Strip.
I think what happened is he was out with the wrong group of people. There was altercation between his group and the group she was in. And then the people he was with shot at the car she was in, and then she got hit.
Followed a minor altercation between people in 2 cars. Shots were exchanged, and a 23-year-old woman was fatally wounded. She was a passenger in one of the cars. A Ring camera on a home nearby captured the sound of the gunshots. Some of you may find this upsetting.
Because the first news report is like, you're going to shoot at someone because they don't want to talk to you? It sounds crazy.
Jamia Harris was gunned down Sunday because she would not talk to him. It's unclear if the two knew each other prior to her visit to the university. She was not acknowledging him. The sad reason for this murder, if so, this is something women do all the time simply because they don't know you. If they don't acknowledge you, then some people get mad.
No, I don't know. I'm over here assuming things. He could have had the gun himself, but when I'm creating the picture in my head, and me, it's like, okay, he's from a certain area, growing up with certain people. He's now at college. He's playing for the basketball team, but you can take the person out of the hood. You can always take the hood out of the person. Hanging out with those groups of people he shouldn't be. This happens. He's involved in it. That's kind of where my mind's going. I just created a whole story. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I mean, this whole situation, I mean, because the thing is, stuff always happens in life, right? Main reason why he was out was because he got an injury, right?
Suffering from an ankle injury this season and not playing.
So that's what kind of, I guess, led him to be like, okay, well, since I already have an injury, might as well go out, might as well do whatever. That's why it's important to always keep yourself with things to do. Because even if you're out, because things always happen in life. For example, you could have the best paying job and then next week you get laid off. When you're laid off, you could obviously just sit around, waste your time, or you could get back on the horse, you could apply.
Right.
You could be doing things you could be building skills, you could be taking classes, you can be doing other things, right? It all depends on what you decide to do with your life.
Exactly.
And I get it, he's young, but at the same time, when you get to a certain level, you have to move different. And yes, a college athlete, you're not, it's not like you're a lawyer, it's not like you're an NBA player. But at the same time, you put yourself on a level of projection where you could potentially go higher, right?
Even if not in the NBA, let's be honest. Like, most people, by numbers, aren't going to go to the league. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's in college, do different.
Yeah.
He's put himself in a position to now do something maybe
better. Yeah,
exactly. So
better.
And he's still hanging around people that aren't doing better for themselves. That's a bad decision. No pun intended to our channel. That's a bad decision.
Shameless plug. I'm curious to know though, right?
Right.
Is his name in the headlines only because he's the star basketball player, or was there actually evidence of like maybe his hand being on the gun?
He averaged 1.5 points per game. He's not a star basketball player. I think he was a better shooter of a gun than a ball.
The basketball team announced before Saturday's game that Miles would miss the remainder of the season with an ankle injury. The former junior from Washington, D.C. averaged 1.5 points per game in just 6 games this season.
But that's a good question you bring up, though.
I mean, it's still news. It's still the tabloids, bro. The news is always going to find one thing and sensationalize because they want people to buy.
That's fair.
I want to actually know if his hands are on the trigger. Like, if there's, like, forensic evidence that his hands are on the trigger. If his hands are on the trigger and then he handed off, then it's like, bro, then what are you doing?
Right, because they did say that he gave the gun to the man that shot, that fired.
Yeah. Why?
Why? Because, I'm casting judgment. I'm throwing stones. But look, I mean, because he grew up a certain way, maybe. I'm making assumptions. We all are a product of a lot of things. How we grew up, who our parents are, our genetics, how we think. Maybe he's a follower. He stayed around the guys he's following that are doing stupid stuff, and things happen. Versus someone like that's not a follower is going to be like, I'm good. I'm going to go ice my ankle, watch film so I can get better. He's like, no, I'm going to go ahead and just go out. Like, there's a different type of mentality. You have the Kobe mentality.
I'm curious, was he high? Was he drunk? Was he...
All right, we can't. I mean, we don't. That's too. Yeah, we don't know.
That's why I'm asking. It's a question.
No, I know. That's
why I want to know, because I want to know what would put him in the mindset to be like, oh, okay, like no one's gonna figure this out. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he did it, because we don't know.
Oh, you're saying if he intentionally tried to kill her?
Yes. Okay, if I'm him, I'm on the basketball team. I'm in the car. They're talking some ish. Okay, well, let me hand over we don't know if he did it. One news report makes it sound like he did. The other news report is like, I don't know, he goes off, but he's off the team.
There's two very different stories.
Yeah.
On the one hand, it is like sounds like first degree murder in a way. On the other hand, it sounds like a worse involuntary manslaughter.
Exactly.
Or even if he didn't actually pull the trigger and he handed the murder weapon to the person that did pull the trigger, now you have to still prove intent that he gave that person the gun with the intent to kill her.
Yeah, because the thing, what if it was actually that person's gun? Or what if they're in a situation where it's not even on some like murder stuff where he is legit like, okay, like you left your piece in my car, here you go.
Or what if he's in a car, the guy that wants to shoot can't reach his gun, say, "Hey yo, hand me my gun." Dummy hands the gun to him.
Right.
He's just dumb in that point. Like,
Yeah.
In that case, like he's.
I mean, dude, who knows, man? Yeah. Who knows? Because I mean, obviously he definitely cared about her. This dude's screaming.
You mean when he's getting in the car?
Yeah.
He's charged with capital murder, but claims he's innocent, saying, I swear, I love you more than you can imagine," while he's loaded into a police squad car. Listen.
I swear, I love you more than you imagine.
That's because he's 19 going to
prison, bro.
Potentially. I mean, yeah, I'd be distraught too.
It's depressing, man. Yeah. Nonetheless, guys, this has been bad decisions. Apparently, it looks like he made a bad decision.
Nonetheless, no matter what the story is, he made a bad decision.
The whole thing is a terrible decision.
Yeah, to even be in the car, it's a bad decision.
It's now. All right, guys. Well, we'll be here with further updates. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want us to review next.
Check out some of our other videos we have that are kind of based on trials and court stuff.
Yeah, because we got Meg the Stallion. We have Tate.
Andrew Tate.
We have Andrew Tate. Y'all want to watch that one?
Yeah,
But yeah, go ahead, check it out, guys. It's been bad decisions.